20% of them beat the S&P 500 last year, compared to just 10% of fund managers who have beaten it over the past 10 years. In other words, members of Congress oftentimes do better trading stocks than professional fund managers. They make Warren Buffett look like a rank amateur. For example, we'll show you some of the biggest profits among lawmakers. Congressman Patrick Fallon and Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz beat the market by more than 50%. Quiver Quantitative now lets you get in on the fun. Their tracker lets you trade just like Nancy Pelosi, who's up 50% this year, if you are counting. James Kardatzke is here, co-founder and CEO of Quiver Quantitative. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Basically, as I understand it, you guys publish the trades made by Congress when they report them, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So we've been scraping data from the congressional disclosure websites for, I guess, the past 3 years now. Basically, all that information is public. It's reported in this really kind of old, archaic system, I guess, that's on the House.gov and the Senate.gov website. We just have written code that goes through that, cleans it up, makes it a lot easier for people to understand, use it, and find insights from it.
Okay, so in other words, though, it can be up to 45 days delayed, right? And we've reported that there's been some remarkable coincidences, shall we say, between when members of Congress make trades and then there's huge increases in the stock price. So if you just trade 45 days after when Congress, a certain congressman may have made that trade, do you get in on all the gains?
Yeah, so I should start by saying 45 days is kind of a best case scenario. That's what the Stock Act requires, is that members of Congress disclose within 45 days when they make the trade. Unfortunately, a lot of times people just don't follow that. There's not really strict enforcement of the Stock Act. A lot of the people who are on the committee that's supposed to be enforcing that are actually very active stock traders themselves and often don't follow the rules themselves. So yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of the time people don't even report within 45 days. But you're completely correct that there is this gap between when trades happened and when they're reported. What we found, though, is that even if you only act once the trades are publicly available, there's still often pretty interesting signals you can find, and you can often outperform just by acting off the information when it becomes available, even if you didn't know it right when the trade happened.
All right, you're 24 years old. You've been doing this since you were 21. I'm fascinated how you came up with this way to track Congress, who beats the market, who often beats some of the best investors in the world. And look, you also follow Warren Buffett, you follow Jim Cramer, you follow others. Is there an explanation for Congress beating the market over and over and over again without them at least having some either divine intervention or perhaps feelings, whispers, ideas that the rest of us don't get?
Yeah, to be honest, I wish I could say I was the first one to realize that this stuff was going on, but it's really kind of an open secret, I guess, and has been for a long time, that members of Congress, first of all, often actively trade, but also, it's a no-brainer that they also have access to a lot of information that normal people just don't have access to, whether it comes from committees that they're in, where they get confidential information, or even just the connections that they have from being, embedded within Washington. So you can, obviously think of countless different ways that a person in Congress could get inside information that could be very helpful for managing their portfolio. Yeah. We've seen really, across the board, all sorts of examples of ways that people have acted in very suspicious ways when it comes to managing their portfolios.
And suspicious might be a kind word. 3 in 4 Americans support a ban of stock trades by Congress. It's been proposed. It's obviously gone nowhere in Congress. Hey, James, forget betting on Congress. I want to bet on you. 24 years old, and you're doing this. It's really impressive. Come back and talk to us about what you got going on next. All right?
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.